Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Je vous remercie de me donner l'occasion aujourd'hui de participer au débat sur le projet de loi 218, la loi modifiant le code criminel, paris sportif, parrainé par le député de Saskatoon-Grasswood. Legal betting on sports events occurs today throughout Canada in the form of parlay betting and pari-mutuel betting. Parlay betting allows individuals to wager on the outcome of multiple sporting events, and pari-mutuel betting is a unique form of betting that allows bettors to wager on live horse racing. These two examples provide individuals with the opportunity to participate in a safe and regulated betting environment. However, single-event sports betting is currently not permitted in Canada. This type of betting allows an individual to wager solely on the outcome of a single event or game, such as the Grey Cup. The premise of our criminal law in this area is a blanket prohibition on all gaming and betting activity. Betting, bookmaking, placing bets for third parties, and similar gambling-related activities are all illegal. However, from that basic premise that all gambling activities are illegal, a series of exceptions have been enacted over time. Bill C-218 is drafted as a short and straightforward bill. It proposes a single amendment to the Criminal Code, that paragraph 207(4)(b) be repealed. This paragraph currently prohibits any form of betting on individual races, fights, single sporting events, or athletic contests. If enacted, the amendment would allow provinces and territories to create what is known as a lottery scheme to offer this unique type of betting. Le projet de loi C-218 prévoit une abrogation apparemment simple d'un alinéa du Code criminel. Cependant, il engage une foule de questions susceptibles d'avoir des conséquences allant de la génération possible d'importants revenus à des répercussions et dépenses uniques en matière de soins de santé. Bien que chacune des répercussions possibles du projet de loi doit être soigneusement examinée par mes collègues parlementaires, j'aimerais commencer par mettre l'accent sur une question particulière. Bien que la vaste majorité des règlements dans le domaine du jeu soient appliqués par nos partenaires provinciaux, le gouvernement fédéral conserve la responsabilité de la supervision et de la réglementation du système de paris mutuel sur les courses de chevaux au Canada. The Minister of Agriculture and Agri-Food has within her portfolio a special operating agency, the Canadian Pari-Mutuel Agency, or CPMA. This agency, using revenues from its regulation of pari-mutuel betting, provides essential services to an important Canadian industry. Not only does the CPMA work with the provinces to provide a safe betting environment for Canadians who choose to wager on horse racing, it also administers the National Equine Drug Control Program. This drug control program ensures fair play and the stability of one of Canada's oldest industries. This is an industry that supports thousands of jobs across the country, from breeders and farmers to jockeys and trainers. Events such as the North America Cup and the Queen's Plate, the latter being the oldest continuously run race in North America starting in 1860, are not only important Canadian cultural icons, but are also important sources of tourism and other revenues. I highlight the horse racing industry and the role of the CPMA because of the potential effect of Bill C-218 on the future of these two entities. Should single-event sports betting be legalized without careful consideration of the potential impact on one of Canada's oldest industries, the effects could be devastating. A repeal of paragraph 207(4)(b) of the Criminal Code would not only legalize single-event sports betting, but it would also remove the prohibition on the provinces from regulating additional forms of betting on horse racing. As the CPMA currently funds its important programs through a levy on all bets placed through the pari-mutuel system of betting, a repeal of this protection, found in paragraph 207(4)(b), may also result in removing the majority of CPMA's funding. Without this funding, we could very well see the collapse of this special operating agency that is of special and central importance to the horse racing industry. At this time in particular, all parliamentarians should be clear on the impacts of their decisions on our economy and the impacts on the industry in all regions of our country. C'est pourquoi j'estime qu'il est d'une importance cruciale que nous prenions le temps d'examiner, de débattre et d'étudier l'important rôle que joue la ACPM et le futur d'une industrie qui a toujours bien servi le Canada. We have a responsibility to the horse racing industry across this country to ensure that we make the right decision. We have a responsibility to vulnerable people in Canadian society to listen to experts in mental health and addictions. We have a responsibility to listen to police officers who investigate organized crime to see how the legalization of what was once seen as a moral vice might affect our modern system of justice and its impacts on illicit activities of organized criminal groups, both here in Canada and abroad. We must also listen to the Indigenous peoples and communities as we work to reestablish Canada's relationship with Indigenous peoples on a nation-to-nation basis. We must learn what potential impacts this could have on their communities and nations. Some First Nations and other Indigenous groups across this country have entered into agreements respecting gaming and betting with many of the provinces to share in gambling revenues with the province and manage community activities. These agreements are the result of significant consultation, negotiation, and trust. It is also my understanding that there are likely other Indigenous governments that have expressed an interest in more direct management in gaming and betting. We have a responsibility to listen to Indigenous peoples and communities on these important issues and how this industry may impact and benefit Indigenous peoples and communities. Nous nous trouvons maintenant à un autre moment dans l'histoire où une nouvelle forme de jeu est proposée, à titre d'exception à l'interdiction générale des jeux et des paris. Comme toujours, le Parlement doit examiner de près les répercussions possibles qui s'ensuivront sur les Canadiens et les intervenants de l'industrie. Il nous faut déterminer s'il convient que le Parlement continue d'utiliser son pouvoir en matière de droit pénal pour interdire cette activité. Les États-Unis se sont récemment joints à d'autres pays pour rendre cette forme de jeu possible dans un contexte réglementé. Nous avons également vu les positions publiques des principaux intervenants de l'industrie changer avec le temps. Cependant, le rôle du Parlement demeure le même quant à la nécessité de prendre le temps approprié pour examiner les répercussions d'une telle modification sur notre système fédéral. On that note, Madam Speaker, I would like to extend my thanks for this opportunity to speak on Bill C-218. I look forward to working with all members of this House on this unique initiative. Thank you, Madam.